Certainly, a question that gets asked a lot of boaters is how much does it really cost to own and operate a boat? Surely, a boat like ours that gets a little bit over 1 mile per gallon, maybe 1.5 miles per gallon at best, that's your biggest expense. Is it? We're about to find out right now. My name is Jeff Martin. Welcome to Eternity Shore. Let me give you a couple caveats just to start with. We own a 2004 ChrisCraft 33 Express Cruiser. We do not have a boat payment on this boat. We bought it back in the fall of 2021, and we brought it across the Chesapeake Bay in April of 2022. So in effect now, we have had the boat for a total of 4 seasons. This next will be our 5th season coming up. Just for context, our boat has Volvo Penta GI engines, twin engines, 300 horsepower apiece. We have DPSM outdrives, and the boat does come with a generator. We boat on the upper Chesapeake Bay in brackish water, so we have to do maintenance that you guys in freshwater won't necessarily have to do on a regular basis, like bottom paint. So all the costs that I'm sharing are obviously in connection with our boat and our situation. I have broken up these costs just into 4 categories. We're going to start with insurance. So let's get to insurance. As you can see here, the insurance on this boat has just changed marginally over the past 4 years, but our annual insurance costs are about right now $11.68. Next up on the list is actually fuel. Many people think that fuel is your biggest expense, and it is not with an express cruiser. Back in 2022, that was the first year owning the boat, and ironically, it looks like we burned the most fuel in that first year. I will say that fuel prices were higher then than they are today. This was not so much soon after COVID. Not only that, when we got the boat had like almost no gas in it. Our fuel tanks are 105 gallons apiece. We have 2 fuel tanks. So our boat carries about 210 gallons. So, you fill up that at $4 to $5 a gallon, and you're looking at potentially an $800 or more bill. I think the most we've ever spent is $800 or $850 in a fill up. But yeah, this beast burns fuel. We get anywhere between 1 and 1.5 miles per gallon. So you can do the math on that. And so for the last 4 years, that total that we've spent on fuel in our 4 seasons is $8,000. So it's an average of about $2,000 a year in fuel costs. This past year, you could see, was the year we spent the least amount of fuel. Those of you that follow the channel know why, because we were on one engine most of the summer and we're not up on plane. So we really didn't get to use the boat that much this summer due to lots of different maintenance issues, which we will get to here in a moment. If you're finding this content useful and helpful, would you help me out by taking a moment and liking this video and subscribing to our channel? Ring the bell for notifications. I think you know the drill if you've been on YouTube, but subscribing really helps the channel and helps me grow the channel, helps me provide better content overall. So thank you for that. Now, what you need to understand about the Marina fees that are listed here is that, well, 2 things. Number 1, I'm including trips that we've taken with the boat where we've stayed overnight in a marina. We've never really spent more than $400 or $500 on marinas during any given year. So, but I include it here in addition to the marina that we have. We are at Stansbury Marina on the Middle River. Noticed in 2022, the marina costs were higher. That is in part to the fact that when we took possession of the boat, there were expenses associated with it. The 2025 number is skewed down, not because that's how much it actually costs, but just because the billing changed. The ownership changed with the marina. And so the billing it just happened in a different year. So we actually have a bill right now of over $1,000. Just to parse that out a little bit, our marina charges for us about $1,000 for winter storage. That includes the haul out at the end and a power wash, and then it includes spring launch. Our slip cost $2,800. We are on a floating dock, and our current fee is $2,800. So I'll just put that up on the screen so you know. So our marina costs over the past 4 years have totaled over $11,000. And now for the drum roll, the biggest expense that most people have on a boat, unless if you have a big boat payment, would be maintenance costs. Take a look at this. You notice 2022, our maintenance costs were very high. That's because we had the marina that we purchased the boat from do more work because the boat needed some work to be done. And we were not in a position, both from an expertise level or we couldn't reach the boat. The boat was like an hour and a half or 2 hours away by car. Hence that tally of over $8,500. Looking in 2025, it should be no mystery if you follow the channel as to why our boat expenses, our maintenance expenses are so high, over $8,000 this year, because we've had many different things happen with the boat. So there you have, let me give you the total. So if you look at the total number, total boat ownership number headed into season number 5 is almost $49,000 for insurance, fuel, marinas, and maintenance. It's about $1,000 a month that you see in 2025. It was about $11,000 for the year. So that's basically what we budget. Now, I think it's really important that you understand, at least from our perspective, this is what we do. We generally do not spend our money recreationally in a lot of different areas except for boating. So it makes sense that if you're going to spend this much money on a boat, that you use it, and you use it often. And we have. This is for us like a second home. During the boating season, I spend a lot of time on the boat. We do lots of overnights, so we are there quite a bit. And so if you look at that, that investment of money as, this is what we do, this is what we enjoy, then you get a lot more enjoyment out of it. If you were to take a trip to Europe for the two of you, you're going to blow a good 10 grand on that in a year. And some of you would say, yeah, I'd rather go to Europe. Or some of you say, well, I'd rather put that money in my pocket. It makes sense. So that's a pretty heavy price tag, but that's the reality of, for us, in owning this boat, how much it costs. Now, I'd love to hear your comments about what you think your costs are. These costs are pulled right out of my kind of accounting software. So this is very accurate in terms of what we have spent in the last 4-5 years. Now, this number could actually be much higher. Much higher. That's because we do a lot of the work ourselves. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you just how much you can save if you decide to do your own work. Now, what I did was I have taken this, I'm about to put up a graphic here, and I've compared what I believe do-it-yourself costs, and I'm pretty close to accurate on this because I know, versus what a mechanic would charge you to do the work. Those of you that are in this area can push back on these numbers in terms of mechanic. I might be far off on some of them. If I am, please let me know. You can leave that in your comments. It's important to note, again, that we have 2 engines. So these numbers are reflective of 2 engines, 2 outdrives. So this list is basically what we would do pretty much every year. Now, there's one exception on this list, and that's the electric fuel pump. And the reason I put that on this list It's because in Volvo Pentas, your electric fuel pumps go often. And so for your boat, you're always going to have something else that goes wrong. But these are like the minimum requirements of what it takes to get your boat back on the water every year. So you're going to do an engine oil change. And if you do that yourself, the oil and oil filters for me cost me around $150. If you have a mechanic do it, it's going to cost you about $400. Outdrive prep and paint, which I hate to do, but I save a lot of money in doing so. So just to clarify, the outdrive prep and paint, the paint is really expensive for the outdrives. I use white paint on ours, so that's why it's a little bit expensive. I'm not exactly sure how much a mechanic would charge. I know that I was charged previously $400 to do both the outdrives, but they did a single coat of paint. The next item on there is bottom paint. For our boat, the paint itself is very expensive, as many of you guys know. So I estimate you do it yourself. You basically out the can of paint, and if you're sanding it, some sanding paper. If you have a mechanic do it or somebody else, it's going to be, for our boat, which is 34 feet long, around $1,000. Here is where I threw in the electric fuel pump as an example of something that pretty much end up doing every year, but it's not like required. It just seems like it fails. The DIY, the parts for that, I bought a bunch of electric fuel pumps, and just so you know, if you buy a genuine OEM Volvo Penta fuel pump, they can cost over $1,000 just for the pump. So the big asterisk here is this is buying aftermarket crap. And one of the reasons why I buy aftermarket crap is because the Volvo Pentas, genuine ones, don't last long either. So, but a mechanic, assuming they are using an aftermarket, is going to be at least $700. So I think that's pretty conservative. If you ask them to use an OEM, it's going to be really, really expensive. Okay, every year we have to winterize both engines. For me, that $175 is basically oil and antifreeze that we use. And a mechanic for both engines will be around $900. Winterizing your freshwater systems. This is really quite simple to do. Your hot water heater and all your lines, it's just a matter of just emptying them out and filling them up with antifreeze. And so the antifreeze I use the 6 gallons of antifreeze, does the entire system. And I can do that for about $25. A mechanic's going to charge you $250 to do the same thing. Now, they may glorify it by saying they're blowing out lines or doing whatever, but whatever it is they're doing, I don't think isn't terribly necessary. This is something that you should easily be able to do. We have a generator, and I looked up this price to change the oil on our generator, which would include an oil filter, and also, I don't know if they include a fuel filter in that or not, but I can do that basically every year for $40, which is basically the price of the oil and the filter. Mechanic's going to charge you $150. So you can see here the differences. So these maintenance costs, and again, this $940 is what I can basically do, assuming nothing. This is like minimum, right? Assuming nothing else goes wrong or you need a part. And that's just not true. There's a bunch of projects. If you go to my YouTube channel and you click on the amateur maintenance playlist, you'll see lots of different things that we've had to fix, which is why you can go from $940 quickly back up to, well, we spent $8,000 this year on maintenance. So if we spent over $8,000 on maintenance, where will that money go? It went to mechanics. It also went to the parts. Just as an example, this year, in replacing a steering ram, the steering ram, which we got an OEM part for, a genuine Volvo part, because I thought that was pretty important. Plus, you're going to go all the way back there and do it. The part itself was almost $1,000. So that's how you get up to $8,215 so quickly. going back to what you can expect maintenance-wise, in a typical year for my boat, for me to do these things myself versus having a mechanic do everything, I'm saving almost $3,000 a year. You need to know yourself in terms of what you're able to do and what you're not able to do. I will tell you, as you get older, the bottom paint is not something fun that you really want to do. It's hard not to want to save all that money. So there you have it. What about these numbers resonates with you? I might have missed something really important. If I did, please forgive me and then let me know, and I will put it as the top comment on this episode. I hope you're staying warm. It's been cold here. Again, this is Jeff with Eternity Shore. Hope you're having a great winter. Thanks again for watching.